everyone. Thank you for coming back to PokerNews.com. I am here with Kristen Mashman, and we are at the Ideas Hub here in the casino. Tell me a little bit about what the Ideas Hub is.
Well, we started in Monte Carlo, and we thought let's have a possibility for players to come to somebody from PokerStars and tell them about their great ideas for features, games, or promotions. And it was an attempt to have just a conversation, open conversation. Unfortunately, not that many people came. So the thing is, what we're going to try in future is using our email address a little more. It's ideas@pokerstars.com. And you can send in ideas there. I'm going to run a couple of competitions through like Twitch or EPT Live. Not sure if it's called EPT Live still in the new year, and probably not.
I don't think they've changed it yet, but they probably will.
We'll have a different name. But yeah, so a couple of competitions so that we can talk to more people at the same time rather than me standing at the desk here. But another thing we did in addition to this was we had a table where we tried all kinds of games that people actually brought to us. So weird like variants like Hold-A-Ha or...
Can you explain what Hold-A-Ha is? You just explained it to me earlier off camera.
Yeah, Hold-A-Ha is basically you get 6 cards and you split them into an Omaha hand and a Hold'em hand, just pre-flop. And then it's a split pot game. And that came actually from one of the bloggers that he brought that to me. And sometimes there's games that...
We're getting attacked here at the Ideas Hub.
Uh-oh. Sometimes there's games that even like Neil Johnson's asking me to test out so that we can try it at an event.
So which has gotten the best reaction so far? Is it Hold-A-Ha?
It is actually Hold-A-Ha. Yeah, there was the boys were just playing then. I said straight away, let's play Hold-A-Ha. So that was a fun game. Let's see where that goes. Who knows?
Have there been any really crazy or ridiculous ideas? I saw you tweet one out today.
Well, yeah, those always come. It's basically the trolls, right? So yeah, it's always the spam coming in. So that was just a stupid one, a silly one. Let's say it. A lot of stuff is just like complaints, and obviously that doesn't help because that's not an idea, right? So those things should go to support or somebody else. But we want the ideas for new stuff, right? Innovative stuff.
What else have there been a lot of good ideas here? Like, is Hold-A-Ha an idea that came this trip or a former trip?
That was Monte Carlo, actually. It came through Monte Carlo. But one interesting thing that also came through Monte Carlo, and that's something I would like to have a little competition with everybody out there, was that Matt Broughton from the EPT live stream had the idea of a fun button. So a lot of professional players actually, they don't like a lot of the animations and like silly sounds or whatever is happening in the client, but recreational players often miss that, right? So one thing that often comes in is, hey, I had a royal flush and there was no fireworks, so something like that. So I wanted to do a little competition for everybody out there. If you send me an email with at least 5 things that you would want a fun button to do, you will be in a draw for a $22 tournament ticket on PokerStars. So it means you have to be a real money player on PokerStars.
Sorry, America.
Sorry. And send it into ideas@pokerstars.com. And I will have a look at it on the 1st of November and send out an email to the winners.
And how many prizes will you give out? Just one?
Three times $22 tournament ticket.
Okay. Free money. Come on, it's not that hard to come up with 5 ideas.
And be silly. Be like absolutely silly and stupid ideas. It doesn't matter. Just like ideas that are not existing yet. New stuff.
Have there been ideas for live stuff?
Neil Johnson asked me to test a game, which is a stud-based game that he is thinking of implementing. It was a bit difficult to test because not a lot of people
play stud.
So it was a bit tricky. I got some good feedback, and we actually had, I did that in Hamburg as one, had George Danza, who gave some really good feedback, and because he's a mixed game player, he could immediately figure out a few changes here and there. So who knows, maybe that will be on the plan soon.
And are you going to any other stops?
We'll be in Prague, but we're probably going to wrap up this idea of the hub in Prague, maybe 1 or 2 more days, and then I don't know yet. So it's
just virtual ideas.
And the email address ideas@pokerstars.com is still always there, right? So I'm still taking ideas. I'm just like this personal approach is just not working properly. We find out.
What other pros have tested out the games? You said George Danzer. Anyone else?
Yeah, in Monte Carlo we had Theo Jorgensen at the table as well. I'm blanking a bit now. Anybody else? No, we only tried it in Monte Carlo with the tests and here. But we had Jamie Staples sitting here, so we had a team pro online, so that was quite cool as well. He actually invented a game on the fly where he just said, hey, let's start with 2 cards, and every street you get another card. And ending with 6 cards. It was super interesting, so we tried that a bit. Why not,
Poker players aren't given a lot of options to be creative, so it's nice to come down here and just try out new stuff, try out new games. I know OFC took off really big, so I'm sure everyone's looking for the next game to side gamble and degen on.
Exactly. Yeah. Degen games. That's what we're looking for.
All right, well, of course, if you have a degen game idea or you have some fun button ideas, send them over to ideas@PokerStars.com.